Hi, it's Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology, here to give the astrological forecast for Friday, November 7th, 2025. Well, it's a day with some very big shifts of energy to it and some intensity as well. The sun today is at 15 degrees of deep, dark water sign Scorpio, emotionally intense, psychically sensitive, just generally very passionate about everything, and often given to power issues as well. Now, the moon today is moving through the more lighthearted, hey, let's communicate and socialize and stimulate our intellects, air sign of Gemini, but it makes absolutely no aspects whatsoever throughout the entire day until very late tonight. That means this could be a day of some undirection in terms of our mental capacities. We'd just be flitting here and there, chatting a lot, and kind of accomplishing nothing if we're not careful. The moon makes an awkward angle, an inconjunct, the 150-degree adapt, adjust, accommodate angle early in the day, and then after that it is virtually unaspected. That inconjunct from 15 degrees of Gemini to the sun at 15 degrees of Scorpio occurs at 7:47 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10:47 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 3:47 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, and that is the adapt, adjust, accommodate angle. So you can imagine that the day starts off weird and then gets weirder. So try to stay steady in your consciousness today because of all of that. Now, Uranus, the planet of sudden change and often chaos, freedom from the known, as Krishnamurti liked to say, innovation, brilliant ideas, but also just tremendous chaos, moves retrograde today into a different sign. Yes, it moves back from 0 degrees of Gemini into 29 degrees of the steady as she goes Earth sign Taurus. So the planet of chaos moving into an Earth sign. Okay, yes, well, we can imagine some upsets both in nature and in our money and stability situations in our everyday life. So this is very, very interesting. It is a big energetic shift. Not only that, Uranus also comes back by being at 29 degrees of Taurus into a smooth sextile, 60-degree angle to Neptune, the planet of dreams and visions, which is in the very last degree of the very last sign, its home sign, 29 degrees of Pisces. Uranus, sextile Neptune, that's new dreams, new visions. Very, very interesting. And, scouting out new solutions to maybe old illusions as well. That could play politically very interestingly. The Uranus moving back into Taurus occurs at tonight, 8:22 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that is 6:22 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and what is that, 2:22 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Then, just after that, Venus, the planet of love and affection, which has just moved into Scorpio, deep, dark water sign Scorpio, very highly intense, sexual, and passionate, not just in sex, but in all things, makes a hard square, 90-degree angle to Pluto, which is the ruling planet of Scorpio and the lord of concentrated power and transformation. This is highly sexed. This is passionate, but more than that, it's just socially intense. And relationships may end suddenly or really connect suddenly in a deep way. 7:44 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that occurs. 10:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 3:44 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So two very big aspects today. Late tonight, the moon at 23 degrees of Gemini, makes a harmonious sextile, 60-degree angle to Chiron, called the wounded healer, at 23 degrees of Aries. That's actually good for healing old wounds, hopefully not causing them. 9:14 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is when that's exact. 12:14 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and 5:14 a.m. tomorrow, Greenwich Mean Time. Quite a day. Moon makes a hard angle, a hard square, tough angle to Saturn overnight, which is pretty depressing. So go to bed early and avoid all of that. There's enough going on today. I'm Ra, Rishi Kavi Raghudas from Star Presence Astrology. Now, if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you can book it on my website, starpresence.net. Remember, from the very moment that you're born, you've got star presence. Enjoy this day, no matter what.